Alright, so we just got home. It is almost 4 o'clock. I think it's 10:02. I'm just filling up the sink here. I have this little bit of dishes to do, which was from last night. Set them in here to soak. And just want to be all caught up with them so I don't have to do a bunch of them after supper. In here, this was last night. I had, if you guys watched my video, which I'm probably going to get up later, it's not up yet, but I had cooked a chicken, and I took all the juices from the chicken, and I put them in the fridge, and they turned to jelly, so I'm just going to turn it on, and it's going to get back to like a broth state. Then I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch and water, and mix that up good, and it's going to make a good, yummy gravy. I have in my crock pot pressure cooker, I have some potatoes, which they're only, once it gets up to pressure, it's only going to take 8 minutes to cook, and it's awesome, easy peasy, and less of a mess, and I don't have to sit there, and the windows don't have to get all fogged up from the potatoes boiling and forever on the stove. So we ran into Walmart. I'll show you guys. Picked up a couple things, not very much because we don't need very much, but it was insanely freaking busy. I did want to grab some of this coleslaw, though, to go with supper. This was all the chicken that I got off of that one chicken. A whole thing full here, which is awesome. So I want to pick through that and warm some of that up, just probably in a bowl. And then when Riley gets home, he's going to want to eat. So we'll have some coleslaw and some chicken and some potatoes and gravy. And I also bought some cranberry sauce. Oh, you kidding me? I grabbed the whole cranberry for frick's sakes. Grab the whole cranberry instead of cranberry jelly. Okay, I had to pause it and say a few bad words, but what I think I want to do is I got my blender, I'm going to blend that up, because I really don't like the whole cranberry sauce, so, yeah. That's what happens when it's busy and there's old people everywhere, and yeah, it's typical Walmart, but it's worse at the end of the month. I grabbed 2 cheeses. These were on for maybe $4.97 or $4.44 or something like that. We don't really need cheese. There's some in the freezer, but I like to take this right away because I hate grating cheese. And I'll just grate it up and put them in different bags and shove that in the freezer. And it's already grated and ready to go. So I'm going to do that in a little while. We picked up a couple, or just a container of mushrooms. These croissants were $1.77, I believe. There's 8 of them, and I figured I have those hot dogs. It might be something different to have. I can wrap, do like a pigs in a blanket type of thing. Jay picked up these peaches in light syrup, and he grabbed a can of tuna. These were on sale for $1 something, $1.27 maybe. I just picked up 2. I usually like to make my own spaghetti sauce, but when I make it, I kind of like to use a base, so this is usually what I use. And sometimes, like right now, I don't have any spaghetti sauce in the freezer. There might be one container, but sometimes I'll just put that over, whatever. Jay grabbed some beef broth, and then I just grabbed a few of these. I grabbed the stars, the alphabets, and the rings. I figured, even one of these with some pasta sauce or whatever is a quick meal to eat. So, and then down there I picked up a thing of toilet paper. Over here I grabbed a case of pop, which the last one I still have a couple left from the other case. I haven't been drinking as much, so that's good. And I think the only other thing are the apples and bananas. I picked up like a ketchup, a mustard, and a butter for the birthday party next weekend. Just more or less the butters to butter the hot dog buns, and obviously the ketchup and mustard. I could have used mine, but whatever's not used, I'll bring home. So I'm gonna go and get this lettuce or this coleslaw ready and wait for Riley to be home, and whenever it's ready, I'll show you guys our plates. Okay, so I put my cranberries, the whole cranberries, in here. Now I want to grind it up and hope for the best. It's 4:15. My gravy's all done. Nice gravy. The potatoes will be done in less than 2 minutes. Well, it says 2 minutes, but that's about to change to 1. See, changed to 1. And this is the cranberry sauce. I blended it up, got those big clumps of berries out of there, and it's a little waterier than when you would buy it, you know, when it comes out all in the hole, but whatever, it's cranberry sauce, I don't care. I'm the only one that eats it anyways. And then I have my coleslaw here, that's already ready to go, and if we need to add more, I can add more. And then the chicken, which I'm just going to put on the plates, and we'll heat that up. And then here is yesterday's stuffing. I'm going to eat off of that as well. So we're going to have quite the good little meal for supper. So I'm just waiting on the potatoes. I'm going to strain them, mash them, and keep them on warm. And then it's just a matter of waiting for Riley to get home. What are you doing, Bubs? Oh, what are you eating for? What are you eating for? You got food? You got food? Those are the keychains that Riley made today with his native pen pals. He's going to give one to his papa, and we're going to keep the orange one, eh?
No, we're going to give I'm keeping my orange.
Yeah. Why? Alright, so there's my plate. Riley already ate his, but there's some, there's the chicken, there's some leftover stuffing. This is the coleslaw, and I just chopped up a couple of tomatoes to go on mine. Some mashed potatoes, and this is the cranberry sauce. So I'm going to eat that and probably be stuffed for the rest of the evening. And then I have a Pepsi, so I'm going to go eat my supper, and I'll be back in a little bit. We're just taking a walk. Looking at some of the trees that are broke. That one's split right down the middle. You can see a little bit of the road. All that brown stuff. It's actual road. This is all ice. So I'm walking on the side here. There's another tree that is broke. Logged it. That's the little shed over here where the stray cats, they go in. So they were sleeping at our place for a while, but they found a way to get into there. It's an old abandoned shack. They sleep on a, probably won't be able to tell, but they sleep on a box spring. The inside of a box spring. My face is froze. This wind is cold. Oh, I wanted to vlog that tree that was crooked. Good morning. It is Saturday morning, 7:15. Been up for probably 45 minutes-ish. I just was laying there quietly, relaxing. My kid is getting on my nerves, legit. Trying to do something and it's not working, and like, oh, not a way I want to start my Saturday, that's for sure. Anyways, I got up and I had a couple dishes there that I put away. And there was, I think, a spoon and a bowl from last night. I put that away. So my kitchen is clean. The table's actually cleaned off for once. That's just outside stuff. I'll just give you kind of like a 360 of it all. There, I had to put the chair up against there because, as you can see, the door doesn't shut properly. That's the light going outside, so. Anyways, I'm just waiting for my coffee, and then I'm going back to sit down and relax to have a coffee in peace before all hell breaks loose here. Alright, so things have calmed down dramatically, so that's good. It is 7:27, and Riley requested an omelet for breakfast, so that's what I'm going to do. My omelets usually turn into scrambled eggs because that's just the way it goes. So in here I have, I think 5 eggs. And I just chopped up some sandwich meat, just like turkey. And I have some cheese. and I have an onion here that I have to chop up. So I'll do that and tell you guys a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. I just finished making my pot of coffee. I do not have a coffee yet. I'm going to get this going, and then I will make myself a coffee. So we're supposed to go back to the sugar camp today and start making some trails with the snowshoes around the areas where we like tap the trees. So that will be getting started hopefully soon. We've had a pretty crazy winter, and I don't even know, I don't know how much snow is back there. My dad was back yesterday with the Skidoo making trails and that, but I'll bring you guys along. Those of you who've been with me for a while have seen the walk and all that. We walk through the woods to get there, and it's pretty cool. I don't know if I'd have enough space to walk back there on my phone and then vlog, so I might just, I don't know, like I was thinking if I could vlog walking back and then speed it up. But I don't know how that would work, so I just added a little bit of milk inside with the eggs. I need to get myself one of those big tripods. I just have this little one that I got from the dollar store. I mean, it works, but it'd be nice to have like a big tall one where you guys had the overview. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Sorry it gets dark when I have that cupboard open. Alright, so I'm going to turn on my, just because, put my frying pan on the stove, turn that on, add my meat, onions. Oh, Sassy, what are you doing over there? What do you guys got planned for today? I do know at some point, because I don't know what time exactly we're going back to the camp. I do know that I have 2 blocks of cheese that I purchased yesterday. I want to get those grated up and put into the freezer. And we had the eggs not the eggs, that chicken yesterday, so I'm going to use that up for supper, I think, and just make something with leftover chicken, whether it be fajitas or just heat the chicken up with some gravy. And whatever we don't eat will go into the freezer, because I cooked it Thursday night, and then I deboned it and all that, and I think I got that video up already. Oh, this could use some, like, color, a little bit of color, but I don't know what to put in. I could cut up little tomatoes, I guess. Just give me one sec. And yesterday, too, I bought those little crescent roll things there. I'm going to put, I showed them to Riley there, and he was excited about the little pigs in a blanket, so maybe I'll make those tomorrow. It's starting to snow here already. It's supposed to snow, I think, about a centimeter today, and a centimeter tomorrow, and 10 centimeters on Monday. Seriously, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I am over winter. It's supposed to be spring this month, and I honestly don't think the snow's going to melt till late May. Usually we can only start our planting here, the zone that I'm in, middle of June, honestly. Sounds crazy, but that's the zone that we're in, so. They're adding a little bit of color, and they're big enough that, because Riley just, he might eat it, but he's not a big fan of tomatoes. So, I'll wash out my bag. Get my dishes down. And this was the loaf of homemade bread that I made. But now that I'm looking at it, there's spots of mold on it. So, I'm just going to go ahead and give this to the birds outside, because if there wasn't any mold, I would have cut them up. Or, you know, but I'm not chancing it. So, I'm just going to make regular bread. Alright, I'm going to go get some butter in my pan. Put you guys at a different angle, and I'll be right back. Alright, got my butter in here melting. Have my omelet. It's going to be a bit of a thick one. I probably could have made 2 little ones, but just get her done now. So I'll get that cooked up, and then I'm gonna fill up the sink, because I like to clean as I go. So, especially when I have a clean kitchen, I don't want to make a mess of it. I'll let this cook, and I'll be back. Might as well make my coffee while I'm waiting. How do you guys drink your coffee? I'm really thinking about doing this keto lifestyle. I've been thinking about it a lot. Just need to make a meal plan and just start with it. I know that I'll have to cut out that, like, I put 2 sugar and I drink my coffee black, but I'd have to cut the sugar out. And I don't eat a lot of sugar anyways. I prefer, like, salty stuff, so I don't know. Alright. That first cup of coffee in the morning is so good. So for lunch, I think, depending on what time we go back to the camp, which it's probably going to be, right now it's 7:37, it'll probably be around 10, 11 o'clock maybe. The kids like to eat back there, so I'll probably make some sandwiches, bring those back. I'll have some sandwiches, like sandwiches and chips or something and juice. Nothing fancy, but because trust me, after you pack trails with the snowshoes, you're hungry. So, anyways, I want to get this egg cooked up. Gotta go get the bread from the fridge, get that cooked or toasted up, and I will show you his plate when it's ready. Last night I made my potatoes in my, where is it? Crock-Pot Express. It's like the Instant Pot, but it's just a different brand. It's the Crock-Pot brand, and it takes 8 minutes and it's done, and it's so good. So if you guys have a pressure cooker, I just set it to the beans and chili, and then I put it down to 8 minutes, and I press start, and then it comes up to pressure, and when it's usually there's like a little hole here, and once the steam starts coming out and then it stops, you know that within a couple minutes, like soon, it's going to be up to pressure. So, and then the time comes up here, it'll say 8 minutes, and then it'll start counting down. And then when it's done, I do a quick release. And usually they say, like, when there's liquidy stuff in there, not to do a quick release, but because there's so little water, I don't think it really makes a big difference. But I was scared to death to use it at first, but when I first started using it, and I'm hooked. So I've done spaghetti in here. I got a video on the spaghetti and the potatoes, if you guys want to go back in my playlist and check that out. If I think I'll link it. But I don't really, when I make my videos, I don't really, like, rewatch them, like, unless I really have to, or unless I know there's something that I have to edit, or, you know, that type of thing, so. But yeah, really worth it, and you don't have to sit and wait for potatoes to boil on the stove, so. Ready, the omelet's ready, and just buttering up his toast right now. Oh, I'll show you that in a second. I ended up making a very big omelet, so I'm gonna have some with some toast. So that is what it looks like. All finished. He's got his vitamins, obviously toast, and his omelet. Just a second, and there's mine. I just added a couple green onions on top of it. And I got my coffee, so I'm going to go eat that and see what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. We went for a walk last night, Riley. Biscuit! Biscuit! What are you doing? What are you doing, Biscuit? We're headed back to the camp. Kind of noisy. Everybody's got shovels and scoops, and we're gonna try it without the snowshoes, but I don't think it's gonna work. Bunny and Coyote. Is that him back there on both sides of the road? What? Smells like skunk. Extra fast. Keep going, dude. We're trying to race them. Got that on video. Okay, go. We're trying to race Papa.
Daddy Longlegs over there. This tree was never down like that. Do it now while Nanny's under it for the sake of YouTube. She called me Hannah, Ashley, and then she got my name right. Dad, sink a little bit there. Hey, you guys are winning because we have an obstacle in our way. Because we have an obstacle in our way. Should have listened. We were like a half a mile fucking past it before Dad said something. I don't know why that took her so long. Probably like, screw this. Surprised she doesn't have her little knickers on there. What?
It's a dolphin.
Emily. What did he ask her? He's gonna hit her. He's had enough of her. He's gonna chop her up. Joking. I'm joking. We're almost back to the camp. I can see it right over there. I'm gonna go through all these trails here and pack it down good. Dad's just cutting some trees that are... I'll probably cut this one that's across the road here. Had really bad wind, so... Lots of big tracks. Could be coyote or deer or moose.
Riley, you don't eat that. Oh, honey.
You're gonna get sick. We've always eaten hot dogs raw. Nobody's ever got sick. All the chemicals.
Look here, guys. Look here.
It's warmer than over there.
It's a video.
Oh my God.
Pay attention.
Hold your hot dog up, Riley, a little bit. Yeah, turn your stick up. Turn your stick up. There, up.
Well, I can't, Peggy.
Riley?
Just hold, yeah, but hold it up like
What?
this.
You're not even roasting the hot dog.
Just so that it's not going to fall off. I'm burning the edge of my stick.
No, I'm just gonna eat it.
Take this wood off of the then the other one too.
That's a perfect invention.
What?
If you have like two things, you put one on the ground, and your weenie could like be on the top of one, and you can just leave it there.
And do that one good?
Okay, but like not too much burnt. Okay.